Hello everyone. The video we're about to do now is with every regard what is Canelo Alvarez, the undisputed 168-pound champion. We looked at Canelo. Canelo has been a very popular boxer from Mexico. We see him come around very early in the fights. When he was 19, he's already done over 30 fights. He started in Mexico. He turned professional at the age of 15. He's 5'8" and weighs 168 pounds. Canelo, over the days, is not as keen as he used to be before. When he fought Mayweather for the title, he fought Mayweather when Mayweather fought him when he was 36 years. He gave him a chance, and Canelo was just 23 years at that period. He gave him a chance to fight him. The same thing happened against Sugar Shane Mosley. The same thing happened against Miguel Cotto, and a whole lot of other veterans and other very good boxers. And from there, they gave him the name, and the people noticed him. But from what I'm seeing through Canelo, he's been over-pampered all the while. This Benavidez fight, David Benavidez fight, show what Canelo is. But before then, I have to remind you that the fights with Gigi Golovkin actually somehow damaged the punches he took, especially in the first fight where he decided to fight on the back foot. And Golovkin had a chance to. Golovkin, we know, is a hard hitter, a knockout artist, and a strong man as well. We don't saw what he did to Canelo. But Canelo, the first one was a draw, the second one Canelo won. I agree with that. But the first one I thought GGG won. And then the last one was just a mere formality because GG wasn't there. But Canelo couldn't knock him out. Not only that, after that, I think he had an operation on his hand. And since then, he's not been able to knock people out the way he used to. I have to say that here. Canelo has a problem with his hand, and that has made him skeptical about fights with big-time hitters and good boxers. Now, against David Benavidez, against Terence Crawford, he is dodging up. He says Benavidez won't give him anything. What are you saying? Benavidez has been a two-time super middleweight champion before. He never lost his belt on the ring. He's out through all the technicalities. And you're telling me he wouldn't do anything for you. And then you're talking about 150 million per fight. Well, I think the fight is hyped up the fight to a certain extent at the moment. Because if you look at Mayweather and Pacquiao, you find out that Mayweather made over 350 million dollars in that fight. And this match with Benavidez is followed well. If he's timed well, if he's arranged in such a form that all over, even the non-boxing fans will be interested in it. And I think they're getting interested in it because Canelo has been dodging, he's been avoiding, he's been ducking Benavidez for a very, very long time now. First he said, well, he should fight other champions. Benavidez went and fought Demetrius Andrade, beat him up, stopped him for the first defeat and first stoppage. Plant, he also defeated, unanimous, beat him up, almost knocked him out. And what are you saying? And he's still saying, what you need is 150 million to fight Benavidez. You could make that money in the ring if you fight him. I tell Canelo. But Canelo is avoiding these people for a reason. If you look at his fight with his fight with the Ryder, his punches are not what they are before after the surgery. I've seen that happen to a lot of boxers, even Mayweather, where he couldn't knock people out again. So these are the way these things go. But Canelo, to say that Terence Crawford is not going to be, moving, making anything if he fights him, it's just funny because if I look at the line of people he had, he wanted to fight Errol Spence. Errol Spence just lost to Crawford, and he put him in the list or people you want, boxers you want to fight. That is poor. That is appalling. That is unacceptable. It's the boxing fans are the people who pay for you and pay for you to make your money. They watch the pay-per-view, they pay-per-view, they watch live, and then you're telling them, selecting people. Now you're trying Mongolia, and you're selecting him. Selecting people who are easy for you, who you think you can beat. One thing I've seen about Canelo, he doesn't like fighting people who has not lost a fight, because there is no way, to to know how they fight. He will avoid Benavidez because he still have his own, and he's undefeated. Terence Crawford undefeated. Well, Mongolia is undefeated, but at the level we're looking at the level. Let's not underrate anybody. Let's not feel that anybody can do anything. But we're looking at the people he fights. He likes fighting people who the blueprint has been laid down for him to fight. There's somebody who's beating them, laid down a blueprint on how to beat them. That is what Canelo does, these days anyway. And if you look at his losses against people who are undefeated, against Bivol, against Mayweather, he doesn't want to lose to anybody anymore, especially the people with undefeated fighters. He doesn't want them. But those are the things the people want. They want to see these fights happen. And Canelo will have to respect people. I respect the boxing fans who pay a lot of money to watch him, who pay a lot of money on the pay-per-view channels to watch him. Otherwise, Canelo, his career would have been something different if without the boxing fans. Well, Canelo will have to end today. We'll be with you again. And do subscribe if you're to help us move on this channel forward. Do have a nice day.